What's up everyone, it's it's the action figure freak once again, and we just got recently the Flash Thompson Agent Venom from the Spiderman Cardback series of the Marvel Legends line. I don't know, the line, this wave looks pretty okay, not too bad, not too good, but yeah, that Agent Venom I definitely had to get, so now I got him, and for a few seconds let's just stop the talking and get this thing open. Okay guys, here he is right out of the box, giving you a quick 360 as always before I put my fat fucking fingers all over the figure. And I gotta say, this one looks pretty good. I mean, there's not much color variety, obviously, but I mean, the way they did things here look pretty promising. I didn't touch the figure too much for now, but yeah, let's start as always with the articulation. Okay, to the articulation, let's pop out the head at first. We got here that kind of neck joint. It's not too good, definitely, but I mean it's better than doing a vertical hinge. I love vertical hinges for heads especially, but I mean look at the collar here. It would have limited the articulation pretty much, but if I also look at that, like when I really squeeze the head to the back, doesn't even go as far as the collar is, and to the front I don't even want to talk about. I mean, yeah, it wouldn't have made much difference with a vertical hinge. Would have probably been better. Then we have ball jointed shoulders, no butterfly joints. Sadly, we got swivels up here. Double jointed pinless elbows, which is pretty nice. We got horizontal hinges on, yes, both of the trigger finger hands, which is amazing. We get the upper chest swivel, no hip swivel sadly. Normal ball jointed legs, swivels up here. Double jointed, oh my god, these are stiff. Double jointed pinless knees, it's amazing. We have no shin swivels, sad, they could have done it here on the shin somewhere, but yeah. Vertical hinges on the feet as well as swivels. These don't move that good, but yeah, we'll go to that in a second. Let's just see the accessories. Okay, for the accessories, starting off with the interchangeable Flash Thompson hat. I'm pretty happy that we get more of the human versions as the interchangeable hats. It's pretty nice to have that one. Then we also get a set of horizontal hinged fists. These are also really cool, really nice. They included these, and also you could reuse these for your Secret War Spider-Man, because there is not a square on the fists, there's a triangle. I'm not so sure if that's accurate. And then we also, this is really nice, get these scratching opened hands, also horizontal hinged. So we get 3 sets of hands, and the trigger finger hands are actually horizontal hinged, both. Then we also get here a little handgun. Nothing too special, but the mold looks pretty new to me. Also got a holster here on the leg, so we can actually store this gun away. Then we've got a big blaster right here. I think this is a remade. Think I got the exact same in a kind of bluish metal grayish color on the Mystique of the VHS wave. But yeah, we get 2 guns, 3 sets of hands, and an interchangeable hat. Isn't that amazing? But yeah, before I finish, we have to talk about one more thing, and that's the details. And yeah, starting off on the hat, the face print is pretty okay. I think they could have done the eyes maybe a little bit bigger, but it's pretty okay as it is. I wouldn't complain too much about this. I think the upper chest is insanely good. Like, all these battle damaged parts here, that real look of an armor, these molded lines of the spider on the back, and these shoulder pads. These are really cool. We also got battle damage on these here. We got all these spikes, and it's whoops, it's one of these cool things Hasbro is doing with these softer plastics that are built into the joint of the ball jointed shoulder, so it can move with, and if you have to pose it like that with arms up, it can actually do that. So I'm pretty happy we get that. Also here, the ball joints and the biceps tricep section get all these lines here around. Think that looks really neat too. Another thing is, think they made a new mold here for the forearms and the here the shoulder elbow joint. Look at that elbow. So that elbow is 100% a new piece. So they actually made these spikes here into the joint, which is amazing. Then on the forearms, as you've seen, we got all these spikes too, that armor part here going into the hand. It looks amazing as hell. Down here we get a few abs, also a molded spider logo, continuing on here as on the back, also with a lot of battle damage, but it doesn't blast out as on the chest. The belt here, also section on the belt, looks pretty nice, pretty good. Also the pants here, I think the way they molded all these here on the legs, it's really good. We get a lot of new pieces here. And also that this weapon holster isn't a single piece strapped on the figure. No, it's actually molded on there, as well as these straps here. Also here, going up on the knees, the armor is continuing, also a lot of battle damage. We don't have spikes on the knees, but I think that's pretty good. Will strengthen the posability of this. And yeah, down here we also have a lot of spikes and battle damage. It looks just insanely good. I really love looking at that figure. And then we got, that limits the foot articulation, already said that, but these pieces here are glued to it, feeling pretty solid, gotta say. Not as floppy as I know it from Hasbro, but I mean, it's part of the figure, so it needed to be there, and I think they executed it pretty well. And if we would have said, Hasbro, we want to have it loose so the figure's feet can move a little better, we would have complained why it's not on there. So there's always something to compare. So give me a second, I'll try to get this figure in a quick pose, and then I'll be right back and giving you the quick 1 to 10 rating. So that's the best I could do for the quick pose right now. And to the rating 1 to 10, what should I give this figure? I mean, first up, let's talk about what this figure is missing. That's one of these special cases. I don't think there is anything missing. Like, the only things that could have been done a little better is reshaping these ankle armor here, so he could move a little more freely, and maybe a hip swivel. That would have changed some things, but the belt wouldn't be executed that well, I think. So lower ab crunch or hip swivel would have upgraded that figure pretty much. Or maybe also a neck joint that goes into the chest. That would have elevated his head articulation even more. So there's not really much Hasbro could have done better. And from the accessory side, I think I'm absolutely happy with it. So really, we got absolutely everything we need. So with that, this figure gets actually an 8.5 out of 10 from me. Or I would almost say 9 out of 10. But there's just that one reason on Hasbro, like, as I've said, a few articulation points could have been done a little better, but that's the way of Hasbro. They need a reason for you to buy the next updated version of Agent Venom. And also the thing is, the price. That's one big reason. we get a lot of cool stuff on that price point, but I think Hasbro is rising the prices a little too hard. They finding solutions to get a few things a little cheaper out, but I really think 30 euros it's pretty hard, okay? It's pretty hard. Even though if we think about it's pretty hard to get this stuff out to Europe, and with that, I'm not sure how much people are gonna pay on the aftermarket around Europe. So in America, I think on the aftermarket this thing could be even cheaper, but here it will be hard. It's already sold out, I think. So yeah, 8.5 out of 10. Really awesome figure. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you have an awesome day. And since that's pretty much all for today, there's just one final thing to say. Action out!